welcome to another episode coming at you from ChooseYourRelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Yo, yes sir, it's official, like a referee with a whistle. Like, share this episode, tell me what you think below and all that good stuff. And man, gotta talk about Kanye, man. Gotta talk about Kanye. I think Kanye has tried to pull the Trump move and it backfired on him. So now he's losing he's losing all his deals. Shit, if I share my screen, he got dropped by Adidas, and during the interview, he said Adidas would never be able to drop him. So they dropped him yesterday. At least that's when the word got out yesterday. Got dropped. And he got dropped by 10 endorsements. Their stock, Adidas stock went down. Yeah, their stock went down. Look at that. Went from $280, $98.58. They don't even give a damn about the money. Fuck you and your money. Kick rocks. I think the Yeezy I think Kanye single-handedly saved Adidas, if I'm not mistaken. But they didn't give a fuck. Shit. They got rid of his ass. I think he tried to do the Trump move, backfired. And also, he definitely has some mental health problems, for sure. And he tried to go into the Skechers office in LA. He showed up unannounced and they escorted him out. He definitely has some mental health problems, for sure. I think he has Kanye reminds me of my sister. I have a sister and she behaves just like Kanye. They'll get stressed. When they get stressed out, they'll go on like a rant. And it could last for a couple hours, could last for a couple days. And once they go back down off that, it's kind of like a high. Once they get into a state where they're not stressed anymore, then they'll be like, they start apologizing and shit. So I have a sister that does the same thing. So he definitely has some mental health problems. But man, these people, they don't give a damn about that shit. They don't give a damn about no mental health, especially when it comes to us. Mental health for us has kind of always been downplayed up until, I don't know, recently. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, a couple of these entertainers start talking about how they have mental health problems, and it made the mainstream media, and all of a sudden, that's when they'd be like, we need to do better and all that bullshit, please. They didn't say that shit when I was growing up. They just gave us a pill, or we got discipline, and it wasn't in a good way either. But hey, man, that's how it was when I was growing up. But, and another thing you have to understand is when it comes to entertainment, you can't serve, or just business in general, you can't serve two masters. You can't be a part of something and turn around and talk shit and try to expose the people that you've been working with for the past 5, 10, 15 years. That shit don't work like that. Now you can do that once you left, once the deal is over, once you're not a part of it anymore. But you can't. That shit don't work like that. You can't be a part of something, then try to expose the people that's a part of it. This shit don't work like that. That's like me being in the military and saying how awful it is, and I'm a part of it. There's gonna be some consequences when it comes to that shit. That shit don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters. That's the old saying goes. You know what I'm saying? And there's always been, some people say, you know, they start talking about the secret societies and all that shit. There's always been secret societies. If you've been to college, if you ever pledged frat, any frat, even within your frat, there's a secret club. But that's nothing new. I mean, the music business, they got the people at the top, they run things, and certain people can get deals and others can't. It ain't got nothing to do with no talent or hard work in most cases. The people at the top, you know, or the people that want to get to the top, they were just willing to do whatever it took to be successful in whatever, you know. And then there's different levels too. You know, it's the people at the top, and then you have someone below, and then someone below that. And then some people will say, well, how many levels are there? How the hell do I know? It depends. Depends on who's at the top. They determine how many levels it's going to be. But if I'm in control, you ain't never going to be at the top. As long as I'm on top. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, then there's some people, what Kanye was saying during the interview, that he was tired. He was tired of these people messing with me. I'm tired of being treated this way. So there's some people that sold their soul, made deals to do certain things, and they got tired. So sounds like he's one of those people. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's okay if you're tired. That's okay if you can't take it no more. But if you don't want to do whatever your paid masters want you to do, well, they're going to strip you down. They're going to try to take everything back. That's just what it is, you know? So maybe Kanye was willing to make that sacrifice. I don't know. You know, or maybe he's trying to apologize when he went to Los Angeles, when he went to the Skechers office, and they wasn't trying to hear it. I don't know. But he definitely has some mental health issues, for sure. I can just tell by the interview that he did on Drink Champs, all the interviews that he did on Drink Champs. And, you know, a lot of people are kind of like trying to get away from Kanye. They backsliding, backstroking, like I always say, you know. And DMX was like one of the first people that said, in the music business, you don't really got no friends. And, you know, that's how it is. You know, I mean, and some of these guys and gals say, hey, I got industry friends. That's just another way of saying, when I have a new project or new album coming out, we associate and do business then. But outside the music business, we don't talk at all. We don't do anything. So within that within the entertainment business, music business, publishing business, etc., movies, entertainment, whatever. We're cool then. But outside of that, we don't really have no relationship. So industry friends is just another way of saying we just fake friends. We ain't really friends like that. We ain't real friends. DMX was honest about it. He was like one of the first that I can remember that said, hey, in the music business, you don't really got no friends like that. And see, Kanye West, when you start making moves and talking like he is, like he was, you got to have a backing. You got to have a base, an audience, a strong audience. But Kanye don't have that. I think he tried to do the Trump move. He was trying to get these alt-right groups, these, radical groups get on his team, but they ain't trying to feel him like that. And even a lot of black people ain't really feeling Kanye like that. You know what I'm saying? So now he's kind of secluded, Even Nori kind of left him hanging. You know what I'm saying? Nori called the Breakfast Club on his own. He volunteered to go on the Breakfast Club and basically apologize. Nori apologizing for another man. Think about that. Somebody called him, more than likely, and said, hey, you need to apologize for what Kanye said on your show. Think about that for a second. Man, these dudes ain't free, man. Can't have, there's no freedom if you gotta walk around on eggshells and buck dance. That's not freedom, man. And money only go but so far. Just because you have money, where's the money coming from? See, that's the most important thing. If you have a strong base, grassroots, yeah, you can say what you want to say. You're free, But if your money is coming from these corporate companies, you taking their money, they get to dictate what you can say and do. And if you don't want to go along to get along, they'll cut you off. That's how that shit works, So this Kanye is a good example of this. You're looking at a good example live in the flesh. And this has happened to Bill Cosby. It's happened to Michael Jackson. It's happened to Prince. They strip all of them down. And there's some celebrities where they pretty much got away from the music business altogether. Dame Dash is a good example of that. He just didn't want to do it no. He didn't want to play that game no more. Now, you can make a lot of money with these big corporate companies. You can make money fast. If you want fast money, yeah, you can make money fast. But there's a sacrifice. You can play the long game when it comes to money, or you can play the fast game when it comes to money. And if you're willing to play the fast way when it comes to money, corporate, that's one of the best ways to do it if you want fast money. And if a guy or gal is coming from poverty or a bad financial situation, more than likely they're going to take the corporate money. I mean, you can get rich overnight. I mean, we see some of these athletes do it. You see some of these people take these publishing deals, record deals. The shit is garbage. It's horrible. The deal is horrible in itself, but they giving a couple $1 million for a horrible deal. The record label's taking all your publishing, half your merchandise, and a percentage of your show money. That's a slave deal. I understand why they're gonna take it though. Because they're already struggling already. They're coming from a bad situation, from fucking poverty. So I get it. But the good news is, in some cases, if you sell a bunch of records, you can come back to the table and renegotiate. That happens. But that takes balls. That takes kahunas. You know? But, I know Kanye, but the good news is, Kanye is going to have to reinvent himself. And and one thing about being in North America, people they'll give you another chance. I think he's going to have to go away off the radar for a couple of years and come back and reinvent himself. Create a new brand. Because this brand is pretty much downhill. It's pretty much wrap on this for this brand. I mean, Kanye had a strong brand. I mean, if anybody that was associated with Kanye, oh, you got rich. Just if you fucking with Kanye, you getting the deal. You gonna get rich. You getting that bag. You fucking with Kanye. That's how strong his brand was. It ain't gonna be like that no more. He's gonna have to reinvent himself. Now JP Morgan Chase was like, we don't want to do business with you no more. The check is in the mail. Where we send it? Fuck you and your money. Said he had 100 and what he said? I think he said he had 134 million in that account. Yeah, they don't give a damn. Now, some of these people, these religious groups, man, it's just a front. That's just a front, really. They have their own little economy. They don't practice no goddamn religion. Now they have rules, but it's not like you think it is. But that's how some of these groups get down. You know what I'm saying? But you can't serve two masters. At some point, you gotta make a decision. You can't be a part of something then talk shit about the people. You can be of the industry and talk shit, but you can't be in the industry and talk shit. I hope you understand what I'm talking about when I say that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like that. That's just like being that I'm out of the military. I can talk shit all day long. I don't, but I can. And they're not gonna do anything. They don't care. I mean, they care, but they don't care. But I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely wouldn't do it while I was in the military, because there's gonna be consequences when it comes to that. So it'd be interesting to see what else happens. But I think he's lost like 10 deals. But the Adidas deal was the biggest because of his sneakers. That was the biggest one. And that was the one that he said would never be dropped. Because he said he was like, I think he said he owned 68% of shares, if I'm not mistaken. That's what he said during the interview. So he made it seem like he had enough clout and power, but you can't get voted off. That's the thing. You can get voted off. And I don't know how many people they have on the board, but if the majority rule, you up out of there. And they had a partnership anyway. It's not like he probably was 68% of that Yeezy brand. But Adidas itself, that's something else. Adidas would probably be the primary, That's something else, But hey, so always keep in mind, man, that, that's just how this shit works. Really. You tell me what you think below. Like, share this episode. Till next time, I'm out. Peace. If you like this video, share this video. And if you want to support my channel, click the thanks tab and leave me a donation. 2, 5, 10, 50. Just click whatever tab you want to donate and leave me a note and let me know how the video helped you. And you click the buy and send tab. Appreciate it.